What is going on, everybody? Back at it again with another YouTube video. And today, we're going to be talking about the Philadelphia 76ers schedule as the NBA is picking back up July 30th. 2 games will be played. The main one, LA versus LA. The Sixers, however, do not pick up until August 1st. But before I get into all of that, make sure you smash that like button. Comment down below how you guys feel about the schedule. And most importantly, subscribe to the channel. If you like Sixers, Flyers, Eagles, Phillies, then this is the channel for you. We cover it all here on the channel. You know, we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. We have been killing it with the daily uploads every single day for about 3 weeks now. And, you know, you guys are really liking the videos. I have a big announcement later on this week. You know, doing a live stream tomorrow with my guy RB. We do a ton of stuff on this channel, so if you love everything to do with Philadelphia sports, then make sure to smash that subscribe button and join the 4for4 Philly fan family. Now, to get into today's video, the Philadelphia 76ers and the NBA finally got the released schedules for every single team. Now, the Celtics and all of them, they have harder schedules than us. The Sixers have the second easiest schedule in the NBA left. And the first 6 games on this schedule should be wins. And the reason why I say that is because there's really only one team that would have even been in the playoffs prior to the stoppage of play. And that's the Pacers. But, you know, it's going to come down to a lot of different things. Brett Brown's lineups, shooting, Embiid and Simmons' impact, whether Brett Brown plays the younger guys like Furkan and Matisse and Shake and guys like that, what the lineup's going to be. There are so many questions that I need answered, and we don't know anything yet. There's going to be 4 preseason type games before all the regular season games start back up. But, you know, the Sixers are back, and I cannot wait. Now, the games in order are Pacers, San Antonio, Washington, Orlando, Portland, Phoenix, Toronto, Houston. That is in order from, you know, every game. We only play one back-to-back, and that's a Phoenix versus Toronto game. We have 4 nationally televised games, and then all the other games will be on NBC Sports Philadelphia, as we all know, with, I'm guessing, Mark Zumoff and Ala Abdelnaby, but I'm not too sure yet. But with the season picking back up, I kind of wanted to break down the 8 regular season games and the way that they designed them for us to play, and in the order. Now, the first game against the Pacers, out of the 8 games, out of the first 6, this one I feel like is the hardest. You get right back in the NBA action. You're going to have a ton of rust on you, and you are tied with the Indiana Pacers for 5th place in the East. If you win, you're in 5th. If you lose, you're now a game behind. It's a drastic thing with only 8 games to be played. And there's not even a time or a date for the Houston Rockets. Well, there's a date, but there's no time for the Houston Rockets game because it might not even matter. It says to be determined on ESPN. Now, with the Sixers, though, you know, we have a lot of questions. Again, with the lineup, with the younger players, with our superstars. Are we healthy finally? Tobias Harris he was on First Take, I'm pretty sure, this morning, and he said, you know, the Sixers, you know, we haven't really found that chemistry with everybody being injured all season. You know, we have only played, like, I think 15 of the 59 games, or however many games we played this season. We've only played like 15 of them with our starting 5, and I think we're maybe like 14-1 or 13-2. We beat the Bucks with that lineup. You know, on Christmas Day, we beat the Clippers without we beat the Clippers with that lineup, but Al Horford didn't start, and we beat the Lakers without Joel Embiid. This team can win games. We know that. They're 39-26. ESPN and, you know, the analyst and Vegas had us going 55-27 in the very beginning of the season before everything started. Now, obviously, you know, we weren't living up to the expectations of our all-star lineup of guys in the starting 5. Joel, Ben, Horford, Tobias, and Richardson. To me, that is the best starting five in basketball. But we have barely been healthy. We have very little playing time together. And when we do, we're basically unstoppable. We beat the Celtics, we beat the Lakers, or the Clippers, we beat the Bucks on Christmas Day, very meaningfully. We beat the Bucks. Not only did we beat them, but we were winning the entire game by 20 points. The Bucks are probably the best team in the NBA. Vegas does have the Lakers with the best odds at a plus 190, and the Bucks at plus 220. But I think that's going to be the NBA Finals this year. It's going to be the Lakers versus the Bucks, and the reason why I think that is just because they've been doing it all season long. They're going to pick back up right where they left off. They have nothing to worry about. They can rest guys. They can rest Giannis, LeBron, AD, Middleton. They can rest these guys, and that's the thing that the Sixers can't do. We can't rest Joel Embiid. We can't rest Ben Simmons. We need to win these games. Again, as I just said, we are playing the Indiana Pacers Game 1, August 1st at 7 o'clock on NBC Sports Philadelphia. They do not have that game nationally televised. That's the only game that day that is not nationally televised. But it's whatever. Now, 2 days later, Monday, 8/3, August 3rd. San Antonio versus Sixers, 8 p.m. We're going to be seeing a lot of games per day. This is now a tournament style type of play. You have like the Summer League. If you've ever seen the Summer League, it's games all day. Well, that's exactly what this is. So San Antonio versus the 76ers, Monday, August 3rd, 8 p.m. Now, our first nationally televised game is on NBA TV, Wednesday, August 5th. Versus the Washington Wizards at 4 p.m. Again, the schedules and the times are going to be a lot different than what we're used to. I don't know if it's going to be that way during the playoffs, but I do know it's that way for the regular season, for these last 8 games. Now, again, so we played 3 games that week. During the week. Friday, August 7th, against the Orlando Magic. The Magic, to me, have the best chance of upsetting some teams. They are the only team that is kind of technically home. They play in Orlando, where they are playing the Bubble League in. They have that. I don't know what they're going to do with the fan situation. They did say earlier on that there could be, family members in the stands and everything like that, but I don't know yet. With baseball, you're not going to have fans. It's just going to be you're going to have the players sitting on the bench. Or sitting in the stands. It's going to be weird. I don't know. Baseball's a whole different topic. Then, Sunday, August 9th, against the Portland Trailblazers on NBA TV. The Orlando game was on TNT. The Portland game on NBA TV. 6:30 p.m. There's not a game under 4 o'clock. Or there's not a game earlier than 4 o'clock. So, if you have work, if you get done at 5, you can catch the ending of the Wizards game. You can catch the ending of the Phoenix Suns game that is on Tuesday, August 11th. That's a 4:30 start, not nationally televised. But if you do have NBC Sports Philadelphia or the My Teams app, then you should be able to catch these games. Now, out of those 6 games, I'm going to take a second and wait for the next 2. Out of those 6 games, we should not lose one. We are better than the Pacers. We're better than the Spurs, Wizards, Magic, Portland, and Phoenix. I think we are better than all 6 of those teams. It's just going to be a matter of how we play with no fans. Are we going to struggle with no fans, or are we going to exceed with no fans? It can go either way with this team. You've seen it in the regular season. We were dominant at home with the home crowd. Well, now and we were terrible on the road. Now there is no fans. There's no crowd. There's no, get hyped. There's no Joel Embiid going, there's none of that. Because who is he doing it to? There's no fans to get him hyped up. So it's going to be very difficult. It could be very difficult for the Sixers to adjust to no fans in the stands. I hope that's not the case. I hope they just pick it back up like they're playing at home. And, we can find a groove here going into the playoffs and maybe steal a series or two from a top-tier team in the league. Now, Wednesday, August 12th, that's the only back-to-back we have. It's Phoenix and then Toronto back-to-back days, 6:30 p.m. start on ESPN. That is a big game. You know, who knows if we win 6 games and Toronto loses a couple, you know, could we jump them for that 2nd seed? Could we jump Boston for the 3rd seed? Or Miami or Indiana for the 4th or the 5th? Who knows? I will definitely make a video of all the other teams' schedules if we find out more news about the Sixers and everything like that. And then the final game would be on Friday, August 14th versus the Houston Rockets. And that game is, as right now, to be determined for start and, you know, televised games. I don't know why it's like that. I think it's just because of seeding. But, you know, as of right now, we have 7 definite games. We might have 8. I don't know yet. 4 of them are, again, televised. The earliest is a 4 o'clock game. The latest is an 8 o'clock game. And that's it. I think we should really realistically go 6-1, 6-2. There's no reason to go 4-4. There's no reason to go 5-3. There's definitely no reason to go 3-5, 2-6, or 1-7, or 0-8. If we go 0-8, then this team's terrible. Honestly. If we go 0-8, we're getting swept. But I don't think there's any way that's possible. I don't think there's any way we even go under 5-3. I think it will be 6-2, 7-1, 8-0. That's what I think. I think the Sixers, if they can win 6 straight, why can't they just ride that hot streak and continue to ride it out and go into the playoffs like they have the last couple of years, finishing the season strong? But we'll just have to wait and see. Again, if you guys like the content, make sure to leave a like, a comment. If you guys like the schedule, what you think our record's going to be during this pickup schedule, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'm out. Peace.